moved. Be right back. I'll never get a vacate today. No. Too chaotic. I'm going outside to see what this shit is. This is Wolfen Wolfclaw. It is 3 a.m. CST. My battery is 33%, no, 38%. And let's just say I'm pissed. I have these idiots across the street who live here having their dog in the back caged up, barking all throughout the night. Then you got these idiots over here next door. One house is deemed unlivable by code enforce, and then this house, I'm not sure. Both of them don't got water or electricity, so that shit's fucked. And they got dogs over there barking up a storm in the back. All right, soon enough, this one may start going off. Let's not forget that there's fucking mutts all up this area back there somewhere. Now, I mind you, this is my house, all right? My mom's knocked the hell out. My non-blood related brother, Titan, he's knocked the fuck out. Me, I'm the only one who's up, because I gotta deal with these fucking idiots across the street who don't shut their dog up. Of course, there's a camera right here, so if anyone was awake and had access to the camera, they could see this. But there's no trespassing, so if any dog comes on, I have right to kill. But I'm not gonna put myself through this much bullshit. Apparently, this is supposed to work. But of course, they gave us a glorified bullshit hole. Yep, a glorified fucking flashlight. Basically as worthless as they come. You guys done over here? Can you guys get your dog? Thank you. People try to sleep. It's 3 a.m. CST. Only warning. I got a pocket knife strapped to my underwear, my undergarments, and I am wearing a dress, so it's easy for me to grab it if I need to. This is the only place I worry about because it's easy to breach. But yeah, the light was on over there until they turned that shit the fuck off. These dogs cause too much trouble. Explain to me why I have to deal with this shit early in the morning. Look, right there, trashy ass building, not even supposed to be lived in. All right, the roof is caving in certain areas. I don't know if y'all can really see it. There's a hole right there. All right, right here. That's the electrical box from what it looks like, completely trashed. Now, I mind you, it is late the fuck at night. It's late at night when I'm giving you guys this live demonstration of stupidity. It's late. Like, it's early as hell in the morning, like only 3 a.m. Witch's hour. All right, I mind you, I had this one going off and that one going off. This thing right here is supposed to, quote, act like a thing to silence the dogs, but it's just a glorified flashlight. And I thought Temu had a ripoff, but even then, that's an understatement. Of course, chat, what you saw here was me putting down the rules really quickly. This house over here across from this fence line, the first one's deemed unlivable. The second one is, I'm not sure about the legalized status, but I can definitely tell you without a doubt in my mind that both of them don't have hot water, don't have water in general, and don't have any electricity. So they're fucked. And honestly, I'd say it's royally fucked when you have to sit here early in the morning and tell someone, look, get your dog under control. Like, I know there's no noise complaint for my current area, a noise ordinance against these dogs, but there has to be, because look, I'm not going to be the one to sit here and say it, but somewhere on this street, I know there's, even though these guys don't give a fuck, there's kids in their house. This house over here, even though this dog is always quiet, there's kids in that house. Kids probably down the block somewhere. All right, then you got people who got jobs. Like, you could have, like, I think this guy, he has a truck. He, like, works those big ass trucks, those truck companies. And you got dogs all over here. I mind you that. So, yeah, it's early as hell, and people be getting woken up by these dogs. Me, I'm just up. I'm always up. I'm always awake, but honestly, the fact that I had to come out here, a weapon strapped to my undergarments while I had to patrol the yard, is fucking massively annoying. Personally, that's my opinion. Take that as you will. Absolutely freaking annoying. This place is getting overgrown. Oh, hello. This place is getting quite overgrown. I need to work on cleaning this up. Or maybe I can get Titan to help me. I can start up the lawnmower tomorrow probably on my own. I also have to figure it out. They'll be looking for food. That bag. The moon's already high in the sky. I'm telling you guys, my current clock says 3 a.m. It's 3 fucking a.m. as I speak. Status check 327. Power 35% charge. There's cats all over here. Do not worry if you see something going through the grass. If it's very low to the ground, it's probably a baby cat. We have like 2 kittens, probably 3, and a big cat, and a few other big cats laying around. They always chill at our house because we feed them. That'll need to be cleaned out. Strong. Trash. Now here's what upsets me. I know I shouldn't be giving you guys the burden of hearing how stupid this is, but for some reason, somehow, this thing has not been pulled out. Yeah, most of it's just left there, and it's been trash day already. Fun fact, you know you can shut the fuck up. It's 3 a.m. I know where they live. That's all that matters at this point. That cold, honest fact that I know exactly where they live. Listen, I can understand if you own a dog, I understand if you don't have the time or the money to get a proper trainer or train them yourselves. I understand you're train the dog to bark at something, but if it's not on your property, the dog shouldn't be trained to bark at something off your property. Really. Like, using this was, in theory, supposed to help stop barking, but it's just a glorified flashlight. And somehow they had this special move where it did something. Late as hell. Worthless piece of shit. Of course. No room left. Now we just slacking off. hook you guys up real quick. All right, what you guys saw here tonight, since I know that I gotta get some sleep anyway, is first of all, recap. AC turned on. Recap. I was chilling, about to get some sleep, was about to turn off my phone. But out of nowhere, I hear barking. One side of the street, another side of the street, and all the way around the streets. Barking, barking, barking. I mind you, it's 3 a.m. at this point, right now, this current time, as of live recording. You're probably going to be seeing this when it's not live, so I could care less. But just know, people sleep to go to work. Kids sleep to go to school. People sleep for their health. And people need sleep. Of course, I am much of an exception, mostly because I don't sleep, personally by choice. But it doesn't mean I don't need sleep. I'm going to make it very clear. I know where these people live. I have to live with them every single time. So don't think 1 minute I won't, when they start having their dogs barking again, have the cops called on them. I could care less. I don't care if there's no safety, no sound ordinance. I'm going to call a complaint because that's what you can do at this point. You annoy the cops until the cops say something, because that's the only thing you can do, bring law into the problem. Of course, I want to make it clear, I'm okay with you owning a dog. I'm okay with you training the dog to be barking about, like, if the dog sees me on your property, that dog has every right to bark. It has every right to be trained to bark that way. But if I'm all the way across the street on my own property, or anywhere beyond the property of your own, you shouldn't be training that dog to bark at me on my own property when it's all the way across the street. Of course, you shouldn't be keeping your dog outside and then allowing it to bark without doing anything when some people want to actually get some sleep. Alright, my computer, my Samsung Chromebook, is off. It remains in the off position and will absolutely be remaining off until either A, tomorrow afternoon when I wake up, or B, I can't sleep and have no choice but to drown myself into more work on my computer for my community and my website. And I want to make it clear, again, you can train your dog to bark, but don't train it to bark at people across the street. Those dogs were all barking because one heard the other. That caused a chain reaction, and people need sleep. It's a health hazard to not allow people to sleep. I'm going to make it very, very clear, very quickly, that yes, I do carry a weapon. It's a small knife that I just got to unfold, and boom, you got an easy made knife. Easy. I always put it right here on my side, under my clothing, so it's not visible. And I do this because my back has one big gape in the actual fencing, and I can't close it up. And then the front here is completely no fence. So I can get flanked from this side and that side by random ass dogs. I mind you, where I live, which I won't say where, there is a city ordinance that states, and I quote, your dog is to be behind a fence or on a leash. Those people sometimes have it behind a fence or on a leash, but some people don't have the dog on a leash or a fence. So sometimes you got actual dogs that are owned by people running about this neighborhood, and you actually got real stray dogs also running about. Some who could be carrying rabies or other dog germs, which will then, if getting bit, lead you to have to go to the hospital. Such situations would be risky and problematic, and that's why I'm always ready. Again, it's 3 a.m. when I'm talking about this, and you guys, if you watch the replay, would see how I just did a whole sweep. I went from this side, this side, this side, this side. I was all over the property. It's a small property and a humble one nonetheless. But that's it. Just listen. Long story short, TLDR, people, train your fucking dogs because they're a problem if they're barking at people or barking late at night. And do your job as a dog owner. If you're a parent, well, do your job as well, because if you're not watching your child or your dog and they're doing something they're not supposed to, you're at fault. Anyways, good night, everybody.